Good day. My name is Jim Mazelowski. I have been a member at First Pres off and on for a number of years, and I'm a member of the Tuesday morning Zoom group, which is a wonderful group of gentlemen, and we have some very deep and meaningful discussions. My prompt for this week was, Mr. Rogers once said, "Everybody longs to be loved. And the greatest thing we can do is to let people know they are loved and capable of loving." The question is, how do these words help you think about how to love or show love? Immediately, my head went to the story in Luke. It was the parable of the lost son. And I guess I looked at it in terms of divine love enables us to restore and forgive relationships, and particularly those that have fallen or have gotten hurt. And I guess I looked at it in terms of love manifests itself not just in terms of showing love and being kind and generous, but also love manifests itself as forgiving. And that's what brought me to the parable of the lost son. The father lets go of his past hurt. The boy asked for half of his wealth that he was due, and he left, and he went and squandered it. And then he came back home, and the father wasn't angry. The father accepted him as he was coming home. And the second part of that is love also serves all of us joyfully. And again, thinking back to that parable, one of the first things the father did was, not only did he put clothes back on that son of his that had squandered everything, he threw a party for him. He had one of his, I guess it was a calf that was slaughtered and brought for a party. And love restores. Regardless of the behavior, that father in that parable restored the son's position and his rights. And he's in the parable, it says, "My son," the father said, "you are always with me, and everything I have is yours." But we had to celebrate and be glad because your brother of yours, he was dead and he is alive again. He was lost and he is found. And these were the words that the father spoke to the older son who was jealous, who had stayed home and worked hard. So I guess trying to reflect back on this, I thinking about Mr. Rogers, and I can't think of Mr. Rogers without kind of humming that song in my head. And that is, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day to have a neighbor. Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the best of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Let's end this with a prayer and hope that all of us, regardless of where we stand in our culture in terms of our beliefs, that we do the Mr. Rogers thing and ask people to be our neighbors. And I pray that this falls upon all of us, that we could show forgiveness and mercy and be joyful with each other as we love each other in God's name. Amen.